Fred Lewis is one of the main people that Gold Rush follows this season on the hit Discovery Channel series. After serving on Parker Schnebel's crew, he soon set out with a crew of his own and has been trying to find gold ever since. However, there are a lot of Gold Rush fans who are tired of seeing Fred on the show each week. Now, the cries are getting louder about replacing him in the cast. It is impossible to follow Gold Rush on Reddit without seeing the threads flooded with comments about how viewers spend every episode fast-forwarding past Fred's moments on the show. After the last episode, some fans decided to start a thread specifically about Fred leaving the show. In the thread, the OP wrote that Fred's story offers nothing of value to the show and is mostly filler content. However, they did come up with an idea of what Fred brings to Gold Rush in the end. It comes down to his constant mistakes and poor decisions. The number of times I find myself questioning every single thing he does is mind-blowing, they wrote. The OP also mentioned something that has always bothered many fans of Gold Rush. That is the fact that the show always points out that Fred is a military veteran, and it seems someone mentions this more than once per episode. It has almost become a drinking game for many viewers. The OP said they liked Fred at first, but his entire story has gotten old. One commenter on the Reddit thread pointed out everything that they want on the show. They mentioned dredges, chains breaking, drainage issues, competent people running the industry, and gold. However, they pointed out that what they don't want to see is Fred. This past 2 weeks on Gold Rush, Fred has been trying to get through the ice to start digging through the water. However, it took 2 weeks before he finally decided to just move further down where there was no ice. All the attempts he made to break through the ice failed. He spent as much time sitting down frustrated as he is doing anything else. Meanwhile, his gold this season is minimal. I laughed about how they tried to use a pipe wrench to pull the blade off the dozer, another commenter wrote. Then they pull out the perfect tool like they had it all along. Another wrote, how many episodes are we in this season already? And he's still contemplating what to do about the ice in the river. The overall opinion is that while Parker seems professional as he searches for his gold, Fred seems to have little idea what he is doing. While having mistakes creates drama, many fans have had enough of Fred on Gold Rush. Sean Esalilos has been a freelance writer for over 25 years and is a voting member of the Oklahoma Film Critics Circle. He is also a published author with a book about the Stephen King Bella Bailey filmmakers. Gold Rush fans want Fred replaced in cast. The quest for a new gold hunter Discovery Channel's long-running reality show, Gold Rush, has captivated audiences for over a decade, following various mining teams as they search for fortune in the wilds of Alaska and the Yukon. However, as with any long-running show, cast changes are inevitable, and sometimes even controversial. One of the most talked about changes in recent seasons has been the addition of Fred Lewis to the mining team. While some fans have embraced Fred's personality and drive, others have become vocal about their dissatisfaction, leading to calls for his replacement. The arrival of Fred Lewis joined Gold Rush in 2020 as a new character, brought in as part of the 10th season to add a fresh dynamic to the series. His background as a former Army medic and his strong leadership abilities quickly became apparent, and he seemed like a perfect fit for the high-stakes world of gold mining. However, since his debut, Fred's role and persona have been met with mixed reactions from viewers. Fred's first season was marked by a heavy focus on his military background and leadership qualities. The show's narrative framed him as a no-nonsense, dedicated leader who was willing to take on the immense responsibility of running a mining operation from scratch. Fans were introduced to his team, and viewers were soon exposed to his various struggles, both personal and professional, as he navigated the harsh realities of gold mining in the unforgiving environment of the Alaskan wilderness. While some fans appreciated Fred's dedication and work ethic, others felt that he lacked the charisma of the show's more established stars, such as Parker Schnebel or Tony Beets. The difference in energy between Fred and the other cast members created a noticeable divide in the fan base. The backlash. Why do fans want Fred gone? It's not uncommon for reality TV shows to receive backlash when new personalities are introduced. Audiences become attached to certain characters, and changes in the cast can lead to feelings of betrayal or disappointment. Fred Lewis, however, seems to have struck a particular nerve fan base. Segment of the perceived lack of experience. One of the most frequent complaints about Fred Lewis is his perceived lack of experience in the mining industry. Unlike the other main cast members, who have extensive backgrounds in gold mining, Fred was a newcomer to the field. His lack of experience in operating heavy machinery, managing mining crews, and understanding the financial realities of the business became a point of contention among viewers. For fans who are invested in the technical aspects of the show, Fred's learning curve seemed like a liability rather than an asset. While it's certainly compelling to watch someone struggle and grow, some viewers felt that Fred's inexperience was undermining the progression of the show. They argued that the focus on his rookie status created more drama than necessary, detracting from the more skilled and seasoned miners who were already capable of handling the intense workload. Leadership style. A mixed reception. Another reason for Fred's controversial reception is his leadership style. As a former Army medic, Fred's military background is often emphasized in his storyline, with the show portraying him as a disciplined and tough leader. However, some fans have criticized Fred's approach as too rigid, with certain moments on the show showing him struggling to connect with his crew and manage difficult situations. His direct and authoritarian style of leadership has rubbed some viewers the wrong way, especially when contrasted with the more laid-back or collaborative leadership of other miners like Parker Schnebel. While Fred's leadership approach may resonate with certain viewers who appreciate his tough guy persona, others feel that his methods come across as abrasive or inflexible. In a profession where teamwork and adaptability are key to success, Fred's approach sometimes seems out of step with the collaborative spirit that many fans associate with successful gold mining. The emotional drama reality television thrives on drama, and Gold Rush is no exception. However, many fans have argued that the amount of personal drama surrounding Fred has become excessive. Fred's emotional ups and downs, including conflicts with his team members, have taken up a considerable portion of the show's narrative. While personal stories can add depth to a character, some fans feel that Fred's emotional journey has overshadowed the core theme of the show: gold mining. The constant focus on Fred's struggles, particularly his battles with morale and leadership, has been described by some fans as repetitive and draining. Instead of the excitement of gold prospecting and mining, these viewers argue the show has become more about Fred's personal saga, which is not why they tune in. This shift in focus has led some to call for a change in cast, hoping to return the show to its roots of mining action and exploration. Comparisons with other cast members. Fred's addition to the cast also led to comparisons with other more established figures in the Gold Rush universe, particularly Parker Schnebel and Tony Beets. Both Parker and Tony have built their mining empires over the course of the show, and they bring a level of expertise and confidence that many fans find appealing. When Fred's storylines take center stage, it often feels like a stark contrast to the seasoned professionalism of Parker or the old-school, no-nonsense approach of Tony. While Fred's underdog story could have been a compelling element of the show, it has often felt out of place in comparison to the other miners who have honed their skills over years of hard work. Fred's lack of technical expertise and sometimes shaky leadership skills have led to direct comparisons, and in many cases, these comparisons have worked against him. The fan call for change as the seasons have progressed, the calls for Fred's replacement have grown louder. On social media platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and fan forums, fans have expressed their dissatisfaction with Fred's continued presence on the show. Some viewers have suggested that his departure would free up the spotlight for more experienced minors or allow for a more dynamic cast change that could re-energize the series. Others, however, argue that Fred should be given more time to develop and grow into his role. They believe that the show should embrace the narrative of Fred overcoming his early missteps and learning to become a true gold miner. After all, Gold Rush has always been about the struggle to find gold, and Fred's own journey mirrors that struggle. These fans hope that Fred's story will ultimately be one of triumph, which could add a new layer of depth to the show's narrative. Is there a solution? Replacing a cast member on a reality TV show is never a straightforward process. The chemistry between cast members is critical to the show's success, and any change can alter the dynamics of the series. If Fred were to leave, the show would need to find a way to replace his.